Rock to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter. Follow your boy on Twitter. Gamecocks Talk. Real simple, Gamecocks Talk. Let's keep it going. Let's continue to spread the gospel. Let's go. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We talking about wings win rings. Wings win rings. It might be a tongue twister, but that's what it is. Wings win rings. That is the concept. That is the thesis statement for today for the South Carolina Kakalaki Gamecocks. But before I dive into that, Captain Will is a sports connoisseur. I'm a sports connoisseur. I know a little bit about every sport. I know a little bit about football, basketball, baseball, horseshoes, pickleball. I know a little bit about all of it. So on today, I'm starting off with South Carolina football team lands 5-star recruit Dylan Stewart. 5-star recruit Dylan Stewart, ranked 10th in the country, is now officially a Gamecock. Beat out Ohio State for the services of one Dylan Stewart. Shane Beamer is a genius. I cannot say that enough. Football season starting on Thursday with the first practice. And Dylan Stewart from the DMV is a Gamecock. 6'6", 245 pounds, edge rusher, will be a Gamecock. And in celebration of a Dylan Stewart committing to the Gamecocks today, we have before you a shot glass with the emblem of South Carolina Gamecocks. So, Dylan Stewart, welcome home, brother, and some vodka. That's what we're doing. Woo! Let's go. Let's talk some women's basketball. Wings win rings, y'all. Wings win rings. It's not a secret. It's like that with the new age of basketball now, the newfound love of the three-point line, and with basketball being more outside in instead of inside out. I was more of an inside out type guy. I'm an 80s dude. I'm a 90s dude. But I conform. I'm not one of them old footed duddies. I'm not one of those dudes who say, get off my lawn. I'm not one of those dudes. I can convert over. So in order for the Gamecocks to be successful this year, in order for the Gamecocks to be successful next year and for years to come, we have to have dominant wings. We have to have dominant, and now the concept of the traditional, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center is different now. Hell, the NBA is positionless NBA All-Star game. Positionless NBA, All NBA. So the concept of a player playing shooting guard, but not small forward, is gone. Because you could have a player who plays traditionally shooting guard, but also that's the player or the size of that player playing the 2, 3, and 4, and one big. You can have that. Some teams do that, or you can have a more traditional concept of a traditional big like we do, a 4 who plays at the high post, who can also hit that mid-range jumper, but on defense can carry the load, and have a 3 and a 2 who are interchangeable. Okay, so with the Gamecocks, being that we lost 5 starters, okay, being that we lost 5 starters, right? Okay, but it's easy. It's easy to say Camille Cardozo starter, Raven Johnson starter. Those two are done. Those two are done, right? Those two are done. But you have an abundance of, and I'm gonna throw Sinai Fagan in there. I'm gonna say she's at the 4. So we got 3 starters down: Fagan, Cardozo, and Raven Johnson at the 1, the 4, and the 5. So it leaves the 2 and the 3. So the Gamecocks have a multitude of 2 and 3 positions. So you can say Bree Hall, who's returning, who's 6 foot. Bree Hall was the 14th ranked player in her class. Very talented. Coming in, junior, waited her turn, can shoot the 3, can handle the ball, play defense, do a little bit of everything. You got Harvard coming back. You got transfer TeHina Paopao, who's about 6 foot. She was recruited. TeHina Paopao, if I recall, she was the 7th or 8th ranked recruit in her class. All Pac-12 at Oregon, twice. Honorable mention her junior year. So she was all Pac-12 her freshman and sophomore year. Her junior year, she was honorable mention. And she got recruited as a point guard. Recruited as a point guard. Don't forget that. Recruited as a point guard. But she has the size and definitely the shooting ability to play the 2 or the 3. So we got 2 players, okay? Then we have a Chloe Kitts. Let's say Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts, 6'2", 6'3". Olympics, Team USA says she was 6'3". Gamecock said she's 6'2". I'm gonna go with the Gamecock and say she's 6'2". Chloe Kitts, 6'2", and can gain weight so she can bang down low, gain about 14, 15 pounds. But she, in my opinion, is more of a 3 and not more of a 4. I think she can play in a pinch under 4 because she showed during the summer that she can play on the high post and shoot the jumper. She can set screens. She can rebound the ball. But I think she's more of a 3. So right now we got 3 players for 2 positions: Chloe Kitts, Bree Hall, TeHina Paopao. Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson about 6 foot. Ranked the 25th prep player in the 2023 class. Shooter extraordinaire. Has the size, can handle the ball as well. She handles the ball as well. She can shoot 3s. She scored all 3 levels. But she has the size to play 2 or 3 as well in this 2023 version of college basketball. So now we got 4. We got 4, right? So Chloe Kitts. We have Tessa Johnson. We have TeHina Paopao. And you got Bree Hall. We got 4 solid players, solid ballers at the wing position. Only 2 of them can start. Now, I want to say that Bree Hall is going to be the starter at the... See, it's tough for me to even say it. I want to say she's going to be the starter at the 3 position and take over for Bree Bill. That's what I want to say because she has a size. She's about 6 foot. Bree Bill was 6'1". Bree Bill was a better defensive player, one of the best defensive players in the country. I think Bree Hall has very good defensive talent. Bree Hall is a better shooter. Bree Hall, I think, is a little bit more athletic than Bree Bill. So I want to say that she's going to be the 3. I do. I want to say that. I want to say that TeHina Paopao is going to be the starting shooting guard for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I want to say that. She averaged 14 points, about 3 or 4 rebounds, about 3 to 4 assists. Shot 42% from the 3-point line. I think shot like 84% from free throw. I want to say that she has a size. But she's interchangeable at the 1 and the 2. I think that the problem that we have that with South Carolina right now is who is the backup point guard? Who is the backup point guard for this team? Who's that player? Talasia Cooper transferred out. Talaysia Cooper transferred out. She might have transferred out because she started seeing what we have with the Malaysia Fulwiley. She might have transferred out for that reason. I'm not sure. Well, she transferred out. Going into the season, going into the summer, I thought that Talaysia Cooper would have been the backup point guard. I thought that she grew as the season grew on, and then we have the offseason of work, and she'd be the backup point guard for Raven Johnson. Okay? But with Malaysia Fulwiley playing the point guard position during the summer workouts, with TeHina Paopao playing point guard at times at Oregon, and played point guard in high school, and was recruited to Oregon as a point guard, it makes me want to say that TeHina Paopao will be the backup point guard to spell Raven Johnson. That I want to say that so badly. I want to say that. And I want to say that at the 2, you start at the 2 you start a Bree Hall, and you start at 3 a Chloe Kitts. Therefore, you have a big quote unquote lineup with the Raven Johnson. You have at the 1, at the 2, you have a Bree Hall. At the 3, you have a Chloe Kitts. The 4 is Sanaa Fagan, and then the 5, you have the beast herself, Camila Cardoza. That's what I want to say. And then you have TeHina Paopao backing up the 1 and the 2 position while Malaysia Fulwiley learns to play point guard for the South Carolina Gamecocks. That's what I want to say, y'all. I want to say that. In my mind, I think that's the best lineup for the Gamecocks. Starters. Now, with TeHina Paopao being the shooter that she is, being the leader that she is from Oregon, but playing the first year in SEC play. Now, it's a little different. Pac-12, SEC, Don Staley, or it's a different animal. It's a different animal. And she has to learn the playbook as well, right? But with her having the capability to play the 1 and the 2, she could play a role that's interchangeable off the bench and still get about 25 minutes a game. Playing the 1 and the 2. So you have Raven, you start Raven, and you start Bree. Okay? Start both of those players. Raven gonna play a bunch of minutes. She's gonna play, let's say Raven plays about 30 minutes a game. She's gonna play a bunch of minutes. I don't want to say 30 minutes because last year Zaya Cook played the most minutes. She averaged about 28 minutes a game. Let's say Raven plays 28 minutes a game. 28 minutes a game. And then you have Bree Hall playing about 23, 24 minutes. You have TeHina Paopao come in and spell Bree Hall. And then you have Raven and TeHina Paopao playing the 1 and the 2. And then you change over and then somewhere during the course of the time, you have Raven comes out, move Paopao over to the 1, bring back Bree Hall at the 2. So you have those 3 players basically interchangeable. And then you have a Malaysia Fulwiley. Now, I'm just talking about early on in the season. Then you have Malaysia Fulwiley, working her way into the lineup. Working her way into the lineup. I'm not really opposed to that. I'm really not opposed to that. I think that in order for the Gamecocks, you need a veteran presence at the point guard position at all times. Although I think Malaysia Fulwiley is going to be sensational. I think she's going to be a extraordinary player for the Gamecocks. I just, I think that in order for us to be champions this year in the SEC and national champions, I think that we have to milk the minutes of those 3 players being Raven, TeHina, and Bree. I really, really do think that. I really think that's a good idea. And that's just not me, Captain Will, just saying some stuff. I really think that's a really good idea. And not depend on a freshman to take us to the promised land, but have a a senior who's already done it, who's been there, and will still get us about 24, 25 minutes a game. I really think that's a great idea. I mean, y'all shout me out. Let me know if I'm way off base. Just let a brother know. But that's how I feel today on August the 1st. I really think that a combination of and then at the 3 position, see, that's another thing too. At the 3 position, if you start a Chloe Kitts at 6'2", 6'3", who can also space the floor, who can also rebound the ball, who can also pass the ball, who's a very smart player and a very tough player. Very tough player. At the 3 position, you can play, because then you can mix and match a little bit more, because then you can have Bree Hall playing a little bit of 3. You still got Tessa Johnson waiting in the wings to play, who has the size, to say she's 6'1". I don't know if she's 6'1". Has the size to space the floor, but then, because you had various different combinations for Don to say, because whatever you have a lineup with a Raven Johnson, a Bree Hall, a TeHina Paopao, and a Tessa Johnson on the floor at the same time, and then at the 5, if you're going small, if you have the 5, you can have like a Chloe Kitts. You have or at the 5 you have like a Ashlyn Watkins. You know, that is like shooters all around. Because you have a lineup with Tessa, Bree, and TeHina. Those 3 in the game. I mean, you got shooters galore. It's a lot of different combinations Dawn Staley going to have at her disposal for the team. Because the team's so talented. The team is so talented. Wings win rings, and we have a bunch of them. We have 4. We have 4 solid, really good players. Not solid. We have 4 outstanding players on this team that can play the wing position. I'm talking about a 2 or the 3. We got a 2 deep. Now, injuries happen. So our backup point guard, let's say Raven sprains an ankle, does whatever. Our backup point guard, if Raven goes down, our backup point guard will be TeHina Paopao. It will be. She will be. It won't be Malaysia Fulwiler. It won't be. At the beginning of the year. It won't be. Injuries happen. But thankfully, we have a deep team. We have a quality team. We have a team that can go multiple directions in multiple ways. We got a special team, y'all. We got a special team. And it's August the 1st. We got 3 months and 5 days until the Gamecocks play Notre Dame and Patty, y'all. Do you have your tickets? Do you have your hotel reservations? Do you? Will you see Captain Will at Patty with a beret on? I ain't wore a beret since I was in the Army. But will you see me? Let a brother know. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you tell somebody about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.